everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hao Siyu and also you can call me Ashley. Nowadays, we live in the era of big data. Learning how to get information from data, we apply relational databases. But there are also many multi-structured data on the website, like streaming media and social network. NoSQL database provides a better solution to manage huge volumes of data. MongoDB is a typical NoSQL database, which stores information based on the document format. And here we want to talk about the four parts of it. The first one, how to install it. We should use two tools. The first is MongoDB Compass. It is a graphical user interface and helps us interact with the database directly. The second one is MongoDB Shell, which can be installed in the systems to input the comments in the databases. The second part is about import data in MongoDB. Import documents and use shell insert can both help us import data into these databases. And these two methods link to the above tools. Third, about the query. As we all know, there are some essential query functions in the relational databases. So, the MongoDB developers also set the similar functions in MongoDB. And the final part is about indexed. By creating index, we can improve our query performance efficiency. To the MongoDB website and download the community server, and the version is compatible with our systems, that is Windows, and download it. Okay. Before, the second tool is MongoDB Shell, and here we should select the platform of Windows, but we should choose this MSCI package and download it. We install the Compass and Shell. Click on the Compass, we get this new connection with our computer and just connect it. And here we can see the default three databases. The second method is using the MongoDB Shell, and to test whether we install the shell successfully, we just open the PowerShell in Windows and type the Mongo and execute it. And if it reveals the information that this startup, that means we install it successfully. The Mongo to create the collection, and here we just use DB. And it returns okay that refresh we got the movie collection. And import data, we can just first we import the JSON or CSV file, but so for example we just want to import the movies file, and it recognizes the attributes automatically and just import. Here we can see that there are a set of documents in the collections, and if we want to import the data, and we can also use insert document and insert like this and insert it. And we can see the number of the documents at 1. We can also insert the and also it returns the acknowledged status and the ID. And we can use the ID to find it. We use the find function to find the information we just inserted here. Here we can also delete the information and just use the delete one function, and we can see it returns true. That some records have the wrong message, so we just use the update to polish these problems. And for example, we just find that the Shining movie's scores is not the 8.4, it's the 8.7, so we use the update functions to help us. And here we refresh it, and you can see that the score has been changed into 8.7. Introduce the function of the find, and if we want to find that maybe the movie scores greater than the 7, we just use find function and use this dollar signs before the great then, and just enter it. It will return the list of all the movies that the scores is higher than 7. Yeah. And because here we have over 7,000 movies, so it will not written all for us, so we can just add the count function to show the number, and we can see that is this value of movies. Also, if we want to query more complex conditions, maybe like we want to know that from the earliest year to now, which 5 years are greater, the scores are greater than 7. We just use the find function and limit the condition that the movie score must greater than 7, and sort by the year with the ascending order. So the sort function here is like the order by function in the relational database, and the limit is as the same in the traditional database. That's just end it. And here we can see that the earliest year in the table is 1980, so it starts from here, and here is the 5 movies. Becomes an advanced function called aggregate. It will help us do more meaningful queries. Like if we want to know in each year the movies score greater than 7, what are the total gross of such movies? And we just use this function and put our condition here in the match, and use the group and group by the year, and compute the gross number. And it will return the list of each year the movies which scores greater than 7, and add their gross together to get this value. And after introduce all of these parts, we can find that whether there is some method to improve our query efficiency. Yes, and the MongoDB developers offers the index functions for us. So let's see how it works. The index. Just take a look at what will happen if we do not. We just use the common find function. For example, if we like to find the movies which score is 8, and we can see it will return the list of the 8 score movies and the related information. And to see the execute information clearly, we can just add the function of the we just use the function of the explain, and we want to it returns the execution states information. And here we can see that for the movie scores equals to 8, the numbers of returned is 82, and the total examined is the whole number of the dataset. It just equals to the document here. And if we create that index, just change the function name, create index, and we can see it returns here. We know that we created successfully, and just use the explain function. Use the explain function again to compare the number of executed blocks before and after creating the index. Here, it returns the information. You can see that the numbers returned is 82, and the total examined is 82 as well. That means it works faster because it checks the less documents than before creating index. The previous is over 7,000 blocks, and here it just needs to examine the 82. We want to check how many indexes we have, then we can use the get index function, and it will return. Here we have the 3 indexes, and the scores is equal to 8, and year is equal to 2010, and also the default one is the ID as the index. To delete the index of like the year equals to 2010 movies, we can use the drop index function, and it returns OK. And we also want to check the indexes, and get here equals to it returns 2 indexes. Okay, and it is really a wonderful experience with exploring the NoSQL database MongoDB. And here are all learned content in this database. And thank you for your patience. Goodbye.